If because of fear, you build all these large walls to hide away from your power and your money, out of that fear, you should have stepped to the reality and find yourself that by creating these facaded, tall, electrified walls, your fear will never disappear. Your fear is what got you here, behind these walls, in a prison of your own making, because you were a partner with the great ambition that your power and your richness or your money will protect you. No. When the day comes, the very fear that you were fear of, the death, the final stage, or your final steps, or your final breath, will, regardless of these tall walls and self-preservations, will all collapse. The death can creep under the door or through the keyhole. Have you realized that very, very fundamental realities? How are you, sir? Very fundamental realities of life. Out of fear, we must all get into what we call a focus in providing humanity with all the basic necessities for life, because ultimately that is what causes all fears. All fears caused because of access to basic necessities are being denied by few who indulge on their greedy aspirations of life. So it is time. Hello. It is time we recognize human beings as a possibility, not as a hindrance to our progressive life in the societal conditions or in our society. Well, we must empower human beings to become a solution in the divisions and separations and partitions and discriminations that we have built around us in our mindset, to create more inclusive, more embracing, more humane practices, so that we can pull down these wasted resources that have been invested in electricity. Well, talking about electricity, electrified fences are useless these days because there's load shedding here in Johannesburg, because they haven't got enough power for the demand that it requires, because all of this electrified fences requires electricity, and there's also all the different what I call power cuts during the entire day across the entire nation of South Africa. I mean, look at how we have made ourselves into such a nuisance. It's time. You and your leaders and people of power, people of so-called rich folks, look beyond the electrified walls and parapet walls and electrified fences, and include people in upgrading their life so your life can be lived freely. I mean, you're ridiculous in your idea. By building tall walls are not going to save you or put you in a position to be free, is it? You made yourself a prisoner by your own choice, by greed. Greed made you a prisoner. That is, to me, is the most vulgar and twisted idea that hasn't. How are you, sir? Good. That has made everyone feel absolutely vulnerable today. Your power and your greed is to liberate you. You've got it all wrong. Don't you think so?